Hey folks, Bobo here. So, a while back somebody said, how'd you get the call sign, the name Bobo? Well, it wasn't my fault. I heard Greg Davis tell this joke years and years ago. And I thought it was funny, I guess. But anyway, one night at Three's End, we're sitting around talking just as we are tonight. And I told this story about this guy who had gone into the docks for a vasectomy, and when the big day came, he's in the operating theater, and the doctor was a brand new doctor, just a young kid. So he comes in, he's nervous, and while he's doing the surgery, he inadvertently lops off one of the guy's balls. Oh crap! He goes on and on. Well, there was this old nurse in the operating room assisting, and she says, "Doctor, just throttle back and relax. It's going to be okay." But he says, "I just damaged this guy forever. It's terrible. He'll never recover." She says, "I told you, just relax." She walked over to this refrigerator and opened it up and took out a jar of pickled onions. So she takes one of these pickled onions out and she takes it back, gives it to the doc, and says, "Here, just put this back in. He'll never know the difference." "I can't do that." She said, "Yeah, you can." And she says, "I've seen it happen a couple other times." Well, the doc was beside himself, but he said, "Okay, fine." So he takes this pickled onion, puts it in the guy, sews him up, sends him on his way, tells him to come back in 6 weeks and report on how things are going. So 6 weeks later, this guy comes back and he's kind of in a great mood, and the doc sits at him, looks at him. "How are things going?" He says, "They're going great." He says, "How do things work?" "Well, they seem to work fine." He says, "Do you have any adverse effects that you can think of?" And the guy says, "Well, now that you mentioned it," he says, "every time I walk by a hamburger joint, I get a heart on, and every time my wife honks my Bobo, it brings tears to her eyes." So anyway, I told that joke in Three's End, and then a couple weeks later when they had the call sign naming contest or ceremony, I got tagged with Bobo. Swell, of all the things to be tagged with. And it kind of grew on me. I was talking to Greg about this the other day, and Greg started laughing. He said, "I got a name tag that says HM Bobo, honk my Bobo." A little bit more to this story. I'm told I have a fairly distinctive voice on the radio. Well, okay, fine. So I would check in with Houston Center while I was going out to do air work. Every now and then I'd hear honk, honk, and these guys would pick it up from all over the area. Honk, and then somebody say, "My Bobo." We just leave it at that. What a mess we created, but still. Oh, goodness. Take care, folks.